Hey everybody, this is Mint Chocolate Chip here with a video on Disney Heroes Battle Mode. Sorry, it's been a while. Had a lot going on, but today, obviously with the coronavirus craziness happening, I'll have a lot more free time. So my goal is to be putting out a video every single day for the foreseeable future, talking about different heroes, talking about different team comps, and trying to keep everybody up to date with what's going on in the game. Just because I have the time to put out that kind of content, even though this isn't a full-time gig for me. So today I'm not going to be continuing the team comp school right now. Expect that video tomorrow, and I'll try to put out one of those every other day. But today I just really want to talk super quick about guilds. So guilds are probably the most important part of succeeding in the game. Like, it doesn't matter how much you pay. If you aren't in a really good guild, doesn't matter. So here's what you really need to be doing about the guilds. So guilds have a lot of pieces to them. So for one, you can check in. Obviously, this just gives you rewards. So the larger your guild and the more active players you have, the more rewards you get. Next, you have perks. So perks are the biggest part of guilds. So you have guild levels, and each one you can just kind of click through here and see all the different bonuses you can get. So like, it'll make almost everything easier. So for instance, like, you get more slots in the Surge shop, and it's cheaper. You get black market, same thing with black market. So in these merchant ones, it makes all the shops have more stuff available and it be cheaper, which is obviously very helpful. City Watch. So in each game mode that you play, you're also going to be getting tons of bonuses. For instance, like War. Being able to make the sizes of your cars really big, so you can just fill in, instead of just only having like the top like 20 people in your guild have cars in there, and then you're defending a very small amount. But now you have like all 50 people, if you have a max guild, can put their defenses up, and then the other guild has to spend a lot of effort to try to clear everything. And then the bonuses in each car you're increasing. Heists, again, just full stop. Every single game mode is just easier when you have good perks. And then these ones come from guild contests, which is the regular weekly contests that happen every Friday to Sunday. And the guild ones, where it's the whole guild, you'll be able to get these guild perks, different than the influence that you gain from this. I'll go into a whole thing about how to make your guild better, but this is just an intro to guilds. But yeah, you'll get more specific, even better bonuses out of this, which go on top of the other bonuses. And then the other thing that you'll notice is Guild Aid. I think this is rolled out to all the servers now, and this basically allows you to ask for aid to level up. This is for level up, so you donate your experience pieces or your potions or whatever, drinks, or money, and you can upgrade skills, and you can donate to your guild. It helps everybody, and it puts a little bit less stress on you, especially if you have people in your guild that have a lot of extra stuff. Really saves you some coin in the long run. The other thing, let's see. Oh, I do have it. No, I don't. If you go into your mailbox, every single time you buy anything in here, any of these deals with money, what happens is that everybody in your guild will be getting an amount of the guild coins, which can be used for the guild crates. So you can get these guild coins. Obviously, they only come from being in a guild. They'll have a featured hero, which is only available through the guild crate. And you can get lots of these. Great place to get gold and a lot of these low-level badges constantly. Every time you spend, based on the amount of money the deal was worth, will give the guild a different amount of the guild coins. The other way to get guild coins is from the mercenaries, also only available through guilds. I'll go through this maybe in a future video over the next couple weeks to talk about the mechanics of how to make this super useful to you. But for the most part, yeah, you put in your heroes, they can hire them in the Surge or the City Watch, and when they do, you get the guild coins again, so you can reinvest them into getting that featured hero. And you can always buy the 5. But anyway, so like, that's a quick intro to guilds. Surge is a great way to get a lot of these bonuses. There's a whole surge shop where you get coins for it and you can use it. And so really just having a guild, super useful. If you're not in a guild, just join any guild. And if you're a player that really wants to get into it, really cares about being in a really competitive guild, just go in, and any single one of these, just find one. It'll tell you if it's in the US or if it's international, or if it's a language. Brazil, the game is pretty popular, so there's a lot of Brazilian guilds out there, and it'll say you can get a little bit more on what the guild does, how many people are in it, a lot of the top ones you apply in, and what the minimum level requirement is. You can even go in and see what perks they have. So if you're like really struggling, or if you're interested in getting one that has like a certain guild, because a certain perk, or especially if you're starting and you're looking at like the just any guild to get into, a lot of them, it's important to see where they are as far as their perks, because it's really helpful. So it just kind of tells you where they're at. You can also see some stats. I mean, that's not as important as some of the other stuff, but it's all there if you want to get into it. But the best way, I've been in a top 10 guild for most of the time I've been playing, and it's just, I've seen miles and miles of improvement over and over and over again, because there's just so many ways for the guilds to be helpful to each other, and it adds a lot of depth into the fun that you can have, because now you're in a part of an immediate community. So again, guilds, super useful. I highly recommend it. Find one to get into. If you want to be competitive, just go into rankings and go to guild and just search by total power, and then just find one that you can actually apply into. And if you're looking for just one to go into, just literally just go into guilds, hit other guilds, or join a guild, whichever one, and just find one and get into it and just start working, and it will help you. It will be miles and miles beyond fun. It'll make the game a million times better. So that's just my 2 cents. Quick intro to guilds. Again, expect a video roughly every single day for the foreseeable future, while I go through some team comps, talk about certain characters, talk about how to build around them, and also talking about more of the specific details into getting good at all the different game modes that there are, because there are a lot in here, and it gets pretty complicated, but it is really fun. So I'll leave it at that, and I will see you guys in the next video.